Tedx Baton Rouge is coming this September to the capital city, the capital region, and two of the organizers of the event are here to discuss it with me right now, Morgan Almeida and also Melissa Thompson, and tell us what the event hopes to achieve.
Sure. So Tedx Baton Rouge is a licensed event through the TED platform, which a lot of people are familiar with. So this event is independently organized by the two of us and a team of volunteers, and we are hoping to bring this event to fruition to spur ideas worth spreading.
Yes.
And to talk about all of the great homegrown ideas and people that are doing really cool things in our own backyard in South Louisiana.
This would be to propel Baton Rouge into the future and quickly, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we want our local residents to learn more about their own community and great ideas that are happening here already that they might not know about. But then also TEDx gives these ideas a platform to be on the national stage too.
Right.
So to show an even much larger audience the cool things that are happening here.
So ideas, dreams, brain power, and all coming from the local community.
Yes, absolutely. And a lot of the stories that we're hoping to give a platform to are untold stories in Baton Rouge. These are people and ideas that might not typically get the large platform or have a large following on social media. So by having this event, not only the live event in our community, but also the YouTube videos that will be posted later, it's giving a spotlight to our community and those really fantastic ideas.
Is there an example of something like that that you can think of?
Sure.
You can share?
Yeah, we're not ready to share the speakers. We'll actually debut the speaker list in July, but do you want to share maybe an idea?
Yeah, absolutely. So TED actually stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design. And so that's the crux of what we look for, but then it expands past that too. So we're looking at science topics, we're looking at health topics. We want to get very research, data-backed ideas to share with the community.
All right, and that's something that any community would want to be having great things happening in that realm with, right?
Yeah, especially with the universities that we have in town. There's so much research that's being done with Pennington. There's people that are entrepreneurs and have really fantastic ideas. It's already happening here.
Yes,
we just want to provide a platform for those ideas to be spread.
What are some of the things that might come from this, for example? It would be like the building of an attraction or something to draw a spotlight to the downtown area?
Maybe, yeah. You don't know, and each year is completely different.
Right, that's what's exciting about it.
Right.
Yes, right.
We were both a part of TEDx LSU, which was the first TEDx event in town. We now have 3 total. But TEDx LSU, there were times where speakers would talk about a really fantastic idea that they had, maybe for a nonprofit, and there happened to be somebody in the audience that agreed with them that that was a great idea, and funded them on the spot to create that organization and have really some good community awareness, but also community involvement.
Right. So we've all seen what a TEDx talk looks like, a TED Talk looks like. This will take place where and the date?
All right, so it is going to be in downtown Baton Rouge at Manship Theater on September 14th.
All right.
It is a night event, so we're going to get that energy flowing after our work day and hopefully get the conversations going. And
from the speakers on the stage, will they be talking directly with the audience at that time?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a stage performance in that it's a highly produced event. So if you're there and you're a part of it, you get to be a part of the live audience, but then they also are going to be recorded and put on YouTube later for public consumption for anybody in the world to view them.
And that's where a lot of the feedback really comes, because people are drawn to YouTube, they see these, and if something clicks, then there's great excitement about it. I know that John Spain from Baton Rouge Area Foundation is forever looking for attractions and things, and is working on several things right now that we've discussed. And so some of that could be maybe a byproduct of this, or some of those things could be discussed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
TED Talk. You guys worked on the LSU event, you said. What was the point of that one, the main purpose of that one?
Yeah, so I think the purpose is similar but different. So it's similar in that the concept is ideas we're spreading, and to have a platform where a community can gather and talk about good ideas that are bubbling up from your own backyard. But that event, because it was on LSU's campus, it had an LSU lens, right? So many of the speakers were LSU professors. Most of the volunteers were LSU staff and students. And so it happened within that community. But we did our best to also highlight other great things things that were happening in Baton Rouge. With
This one is Capital Region.
This is Capital
right?
Region. So yes, we both care so much about this community. We chose to live here, and we've chose to plant our roots here and be a part of this, and we want to be here for the long haul.
Yes,
and so this is our
exactly.
way to give back to Baton Rouge and to spur that dialogue.
Well, it is tremendous. It's one of the big things that is constantly sort of a thorn when people say, well, the brain power is leaving. People go to school here, they leave to go to Houston or Atlanta or Austin.
We're staying.
I was going to
You
say,
stay here, exactly.
we have our
We need
own
you.
personal motives of talent retention
Very
for the
good.
region too. So
We're excited about it. We'll put a graphic up and can't wait to see it. Thanks so
you.
much
Thank
for being
you.
here.
Thank you.
Great to talk to
Appreciate
you.
it.